Hey guys, it's Rusty Dave. I know it's been a while. Been dealing with some, I've been sick for the last couple of weeks. And then before that, my wife was dealing with some doctor's appointments. So life just kind of got in the way. But as you can see, I haven't just been sitting around. Been buying quite a bit of tools here. And then first off though, this is from a mail call here. This and this are from Jesse's Garage. Check this tool. And he was running a contest. He had the biggest Craftsman haul I've ever seen on YouTube. It was a 6-part. You can go and check it out on his channel. I'll try to remember to either tag it in the comments or to put it in the description. But either way, you should go and check his channel out. It's a great channel. And he was running a contest. Whoever was closest on how many items they thought were in the lot would get a prize. And I guess 5,700, and I think the correct was like 5,830 something. So I was pretty close, and this is what I won. This is new old stock Craftsman made in USA. Look at that, these things were never used. They are beautiful. This is an SAE set going from a quarter up to 15/16. Oh, excuse me. And these guys are, they're either all V, inverted V, or double V. And these things are all brand new. The only thing is there's some owner's marks. They etched in them a little bit. But I think I could even get rid of those if I really wanted to, because they are shallow. They're not very deep. There's one or two where you can actually feel them. Most of them you can't even hardly feel them. But these things are in amazing shape. Look at that. I don't use SAE often, but these will be a home set anyway because I don't want to use them because they just look so great. But maybe if I eventually get back around to buying my truck back off my dad, you know, I need an SAE set, and I have one. Well, I already have some, but you know, it'd be nice to have these there too. And then this guy is a little, let's see, double line V with the butterfly switch here. This is a 3/8 short handle. And as you can hear, it's not in the greatest of shape. I knew that when I got it off of Jesse. I asked him, you know, how much. And I was just going to Venmo him the money. But we eventually decided to just do a bit of a trade. So I'm going to be sending him a package. Now that I'm feeling better, I'll be sending it off in the mail soon. I got to clean this guy up and get him running great. Like this one even has a little oiling port on top. I've always wanted one of these, so I'm stoked about that. And then everything else here has just been kind of what's been going on with me tool-wise. First, let's go over here. Got a kind of review and update to tell. These are all Vessel. This is a ratcheting. And these guys are in great shape. I use this pretty much daily, and you can see there's a little bit of wear, but it's still in great shape. And this is the Impacta, so you hit it, and it rotates. And look at that. Still looks brand new, just the paint scuffing. And then this, I got recently. It's the Armor Grip set. I love these things. They're actually really light, comfortable. But I hate to report, you can see that damage there. Only used it a couple of times, and it was just one in particular seized up screw, and it chewed up the screwdriver. So I guess you kind of get what you pay for. You know, it's a little bit less. It's not Japanese quality like these are. This one is made not Taiwan, Thailand. This set is made in Thailand. So I think I'll be taking that set home, and that'll be a home set. I mean, it's a good set for the money, especially, but it's just not holding up to, you know, daily loose use like these guys are. And then over here, got these guys from Canadian Tire. This is a 3 set. These are Joker wrenches. And even though there's just 3, they're adjustable. So this goes from 10 right to 19 basically. So you just go out and auto adjust to your your nut or bolt size. I've always wanted to try these out, and these guys were, it wasn't really a sale. I just used some Canadian Tire points and took advantage of like a double redemption thing that I had going on. So I got those for a pretty good deal. I think each one is like 35. I think this might be like close to 40, the expensive one, and then like 35 and 25. I'm not sure, but I didn't pay too much for them, so I'm happy. You know, these things, they look nice. They look really nice. I like the finish, the satin finish, but I haven't even had a chance to use those yet. I want to try them out. And then these guys, I just picked up over at Princess Auto. They're Klein, obviously made in USA. I've used them a couple of times. Get these out. Used them a couple of times. I like the etching, the flag, and everything. And I got these guys out to compare them because these are my USA Milwaukee. The Kleins are slightly longer. The Milwaukees do have a hole for, I don't know, you can put a lanyard or something. The Milwaukees have a couple of areas for cutting wire, and then this has a crimper. The Klein is just simple. It's just the alignment. Doesn't even have the crimper at the bottom. No grip, no nothing. It's just the plier and the cutter. Nice cross hatching. Good finish. I mean, not that this one isn't. Same thing. Nice cross hatching. Good finish. But I will say the finish on the Klein is just a little bit better on the head, but it still leaves a little bit to be desired. Actually, I was a little taken back when I was checking this out. I mean, look at that. You can see that up there. It's not quite in line, but you know, it's pretty good. I'm not complaining. The Milwaukee one is actually pretty nice up top. And then this guy here, I just got recently off of Amazon. This Capri. These are Klinge, which they're forged in Japan. But you know what's kind of weird? Even though they're forged in Japan, they are assembled in Taiwan. So I guess the actual, you know, pieces are forged in Japan, then they're sent over and they're probably riveted together, and they got the probably laser etching and the I can't think right now. And they're dipped probably in Taiwan. That's what I'm thinking. Probably finished in Taiwan too. And again, this finishing too, look at that. I don't know if you can tell, that's at an angle. So I was a little bit taken back by that too. I thought when I saw forged in Japan, because it doesn't say anything about Taiwan. When you're looking at the listing, it does say Japan. So I was kind of surprised, but these, they still have a real nice fit finish. Again, it's just a simple lineman's plier. It says about cutting piano wire. There we go again, forged in Japan. Cutting capacity, it says here. Soft wires, you can cut 4 mil. Piano wires 2, hard wires 2.5. Straight cut teeth, flat jaws. Yeah, you can see there's not cross hatching in there, it's just straight cut. But like I said, they have a real good finish. They fit perfect. And I do like how these have the wider teeth here, so I can grip, you know, like nuts or bolts or whatever. But that's not usually what they're for. My pliers I use a lot for fabricating, for bending metal and stuff. So I think, you know, all of these, that's why I like lineman's pliers, because of the big head. But you know what? I can't wait to try these out. That's actually my first Capri tool. So I'm excited about that. And then this came in from Amazon. You can read that that is a Koken spinner. It's a 3/8. And they have a couple of different ones. I went with the narrow one because, let's see here, because it fits perfect on their Zeal ratchets. See, because the big one would have stuck out like out here. But the narrow one fits just perfect on these ratchets. And the finish on this thing is immaculate, like you'd expect from Koken. I mean, I'm liking Koken more and more. And it's not that expensive. And I mean, the quality of these Japanese tools is just, it's great. I'm loving it. And then again, one more Amazon purchase here. I was looking around for, I've been on a bit ratchet kick, and I saw this set, and this is actually, it has 3 little ratchets, and then it just has a little bit driver, attachment. It's magnetic, not bad. I'll throw another one in the pile. But these guys, I was like, well, for the price, it comes with 3 of them, why not? The finish is actually pretty good. I was, pleasantly surprised. There's a little bit of wobble in the anvil, but it's not terrible. Well, I guess you wouldn't call it an anvil, but the head selector switch, it feels okay. These do have quite a bit of back drag, like a lot. Like I thought my Tone ratchet had quite a bit. These have so much more. But you know what? I'm always on the lookout, and I figured, well, why not give it a chance? So I got them. This is a regular 1/4 inch drive. This one actually has less play, and it's a push button. And on my 1/4 inches, I like to have push button because a lot of times you're getting in tight areas and you don't want your socket or extension to fall off. Again, the finish on these isn't bad. Excuse me, sorry, like I said, I'm still getting over my sickness. I have no idea how to pronounce the name. Genxern? I have no idea, and I don't want to butcher it anymore. But again, a buttload of back drag. And then let's try out the last one. This one's interesting because it has a box end wrench on one side. I mean, it's kind of fat and bulbous. I'm not even sure what size it is. I haven't checked yet. And then it has the pass-through style bit holder on this side, which it doesn't pass through, but I like these because they have the thumb wheel. And this one actually has a lot less back drag than these two. This one's not bad at all. Again, finish is pretty good. This one is quite a bit thinner than the other two. But it's got the same selector switch. It's kind of big, but it's easy to flip, which makes it easier, which is nice. This one does have quite a bit of wobble to the head, though. Like, let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to. Look at that. I mean, this is going to show it off quite a bit because that is a long bit, but look at that. And I don't think this one has. No, yeah, it does have a retention ring. It's not magnetic. Does this one? No, this one is just magnetic. Yeah, just magnetic. Or no, maybe, no, it is just magnetic. It has a pretty strong magnet though. And then lastly, well, I got 2 more things here. First, save this for last. Excuse me once again. These are performance tool. These are for clamping, brake line, like hoses basically, brake line, airline. And I got them because we were repairing a lot of airlines here at the shop. These things are terrible. Look at that. I mean, they have so much play in the jaws. It is disgusting. And these things are brand new. They're only used once. Like, I know obviously here there's going to be some play, but there is so much play in all of this. And when you clamp it, they go so far off that you don't even really get a good clamp. These things are just terrible. Performance tool, made in China, crap. But it was too late to return them because I had already tossed out the packaging, so stuck with them. They'll just be, I'll put them in the shop toolbox. I don't even want to see them in my box anymore. These things are disgusting. Waste of money. Do not waste your money on those. And lastly, I took a trip over to Rona. I was just looking around. I'm always looking around. And I saw this little bit set. Again, like I said, I've been on a kick with bit ratchets and bit sets and stuff. I actually like this little case. I mean, it's kind of just cheap. It's got little metal corners to it. The fitment isn't great, but I mean, it's not bad. It's got a little clasp. And it's got a foam. First, let's check out the ratchet here. It's a flex head. It has the anvil on the one side, 1/4 inch, and then it has the area for bits on the other side, which, you know, it's not too bulbous and oversized, which a lot of these double-sided ones are, so that's not bad. But, and this is just magnetic. But there is a lot of play, again, in this head. Actually, the bit side, there isn't much, which that surprised me, but the, hold on one second, there we go. I'll put a socket on there in a second and show you how much play there is. Oh yeah, and it has a driver down here also. This is a pain to get out, so I'm not even gonna try it right now. That is just, I don't know why they'd stick that down there. Why they wouldn't put like a cutout here to stick your finger in, because this is terrible. But I like the foam. And as you can see, it's all stamped into the foam. Wow. So that's nice. And I was like, it doesn't say if it's metric or SAE. So I went to look. Look at that. It says 4 and 5/32, 5 and 3/16. You want to know why? These are spline drive. They actually look pretty nice. You know, there's nothing bad about the finish. Finish is pretty good. And they're spline drive, so they're multiple. So it's like having an SAE and a metric set in one. Let's look at one of the bigger ones so I can show you the finish. Again, it's not bad. It's pretty good. A couple of them have a little bit of, you know, mispainting, but the chrome is nice. There's no rough edges. There's no chips anywhere. I mean, I think they're just cheap Chinese. It did say made in China. Cheap Chinese sockets, but, you know, they're pretty good. Oh, yeah. There we go. Let's take this guy. Put him on here. And there is a lot of wobble in there. But this is not a bad set. I already got a co-worker. I was a little late this morning, so I didn't have a lot of time to film, but you know, it has quite a few bits. It has, I didn't even count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It has 30 bits, which is pretty nice. It's got your flats, Phillips, your Torx, and hex bits. So this is a pretty nice set. I'm actually really happy with this set. And yeah, that's what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks. Hopefully I'll be posting a little bit more now that I'm feeling a little bit better. Anyway, you guys don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Thanks.